word that means so much to so many people. Without hope, there is nothing. With hope, everything is possible. Giving people hope is the mission of the Lubbock Area United Way. This mission is achieved every day by hundreds of volunteers who take the time out of their busy lives to offer hope to others in our community. By volunteering, you give hope to a single mom who can't afford to work and pay daycare. You give hope to a man who lost his job and can't read a newspaper to look for work. By volunteering, you give hope to a family who lost everything in a fire. You give hope to a low-income family whose children need health care. You give hope to a child who needs a safe and caring environment. By volunteering, you give hope to a woman who can't afford breast and cervical cancer screening. You give hope to a parent who wants to build a stronger family. By volunteering, you give hope to an elderly man who needs emergency assistance with his medicine. You give hope to a woman by providing her with job training. By volunteering, you give hope to a teenager who is struggling in school by providing mentoring and after-school programs. As you can see, what each of you do means a great deal to so many people in the Lubbock area. The youth of our community is the hope for our future, and I would like to introduce you to a few of our younger United Way volunteers.
My name is Kevin Dubois. I'm currently a student at Texas Tech University. I'm majoring in finance and graduating in May 2012. I am currently the president of Texas Tech United Way. Whenever I volunteer, I feel like I'm doing something good, morally good, helping out the community in a good way, because there are major issues in the community and which need to be focused on. There's a lot of problems in the community, such as the dropout rate in high school. Kids need mentors, they need advice from adults. And I feel like if you gave these kids advice, then they would succeed in life. And whenever I was interning, I saw these techniques that United Way does help out the community in real life action.
My name is Allie Childers. I'm a public relations major here at Texas Tech, and I'm a sophomore. I'm involved in many activities and organizations on campus, but United Way is something that I really hold dear to my heart, and it's one of my favorites. I originally got involved in United Way with my older sister. We are very passionate about volunteering, so we went in it together. One of my passions about United Way is that we get a chance to work with children. That's one of my favorite parts about it. I am a mentor at Boys and Girls Club, which I really love, and I feel like United Way really gave me a chance to do that. Without United Way, I probably wouldn't have had that opportunity, and it's been very good to me. And I feel like it's very important to volunteer just because it makes you, sometimes we forget, I think, how blessed we are, and when you get to volunteer and see people that are less privileged than you, it really makes you, remember what you need to be thankful for, and that every day we need to try to make a difference in other people's lives. United Way is something very important to me, and I'm very thankful to be part of an organization like this.
Hello, I'm Jordan Kirksey. I go to Lubbock High School. I'm 15 and I'm a sophomore. I started volunteering when I was about 11 when I went to a Team Pace Setter camp sponsored by our Volunteer Center of Lubbock. It's a camp that taught me and several other kids about the principles of volunteering, why it's important to be a volunteer, and just ways you can put yourself out there. One of my favorite experiences of volunteering was when I went to the Guadalupe Center. It was a really heartbreaking story for me. A child came up to me, her name was Anna, and she just started telling me about all these different things that were in her life and about how going to the Guadalupe Center was the favorite part of her day, just because it was a haven for her. It was someplace she could go and get away from all of the harsh stuff in her life that no child should have to go through. And I believe that by volunteering there, I believe I made a difference in the best way possible. I feel that people should volunteer because it's a way to give yourself to someone else and for us to be united.
I'm Priya. I'm a senior at Lubbock High School. The reason that I love volunteering is because I love making a difference in someone's life, and particularly people that impact my life more than anything are little children, because they're so innocent. They don't always know like what's right or what's wrong, but they'll always tell you the truth, almost always. So on Tuesdays and Thursdays, I would go out to the Women's Protective Services, and I would push them on the swing. That was probably one of their favorite activities to do there. I think it's important for the youth today to volunteer, because our generations right now, like all we do is we text on our phones, or we're on Facebook all the time, or we're going to the movies with our friends. But I think sometimes we forget, especially because we're so blessed right here in America, is that we forget that there's kids right here in our community that don't get to do that don't have electronics or games or can go to the movies or anything like that, but they're struggling with family things in their lives. When I tutor these kids, I like the feeling that I'm making like an impact on them, whether I'm teaching them math, not just that, but life skills along the way.
As a United Way volunteer, you're often providing hope to others when they feel all hope is lost. On behalf of the United Way and the 23 agency partners, I would like to say thank you.